If you take 1 million, I think you won't be able to graduate. Yeah, you travel around the world, you don't have to go back to school.
So I can't limit myself.
Financial freedom, I think it is abused by industry, especially some direct selling people try to persuade you, you want to be financial freedom or not, you come and join our business, this kind of thing.
Hi guys, welcome back to Money Hot Seats, and today's topic is financial freedom a lie? So we have our guest for today is Mr. Chen, GrandPine head coach, and he has more than 20 years of investing experience. And then we have Miyaki. So she is a fragrance specialist and she has 11 years in markets experience, right? Then we have Bibo. So he is a research analyst in GrandPine Capital. And last but not least, we have Rishan. So he's from Taylor's. So are you guys ready for Money Hot Seat?
Yes.
Now let's grill. So our very first question, would you rather earn 10,000 ringgit per month forever or 1 million ringgit once, and why? So who want to feedback first or your point of view first? If no, 老师先啦, Mrs. Chen.
Wow, this question feels like 10,000 ringgit every month.
Or 1 million.
So I'm going to retire early, right? 10,000 ringgit every month. I think we can survive in KL, quite comfortable. But what about the inflation? I think I will choose the 1 million one. Because I can use the 1 million for investment, I can generate some regular return like dividend, and I think I will get more than that in long run. I mean, I will get more than 10,000 value every month in long run because the 10,000 salary now will getting lesser and lesser because of inflation in the future. So I will go for the 1 million. Did I answer your question, Wing?
I don't know. What about we open up to the floor? So Rishan, what about you? Because since you are a student, so would you want 10,000 a month or 1 million one off? Direct millionaire, bro.
Well, me personally, I'd rather take the 10,000 a month because since like you said, I'm a student right now. And with the 10,000 a month, it is a clear control of how much you can actually control within the month. Let's say 10,000, right? You will need to separate some for your living expenses. And 10,000 is quite a lot for a month. So let's say you're living in a place and all your living expenses will cost up to 5,000 ringgit. You still have 5,000 ringgit, which you can separate to investments, your own fun activities to do. Yep. So that 10,000 ringgit per month will just keep coming. So you will constantly have 5,000 ringgit per month to continuously invest, which would in the end become even more bigger. So rather than having 1 million for me, which I have the freedom to spend all in one place, I rather limit myself to how much I can spend just to stop myself from overspending. That's my opinion.
What about like Miyaki? If you have 1 million, do you still want to run your business?
Good questions. To me, I personally agree with Lao Shi because with 1 million, a lot of people are talking about financially freedoms. But to me, financially freedoms is not a lie. But a lot of people, they oversimplified it. It's not easy as the statement it is, but it's more on planning and more on the ways that you can actually control the decisions and how you want to make bigger plans on it. Yeah, so to me, I will personally have 1 million instead of 10,000 per month because by inflammations, 10,000 might be nothing, might be very small in maybe 10 years later, who knows, right? But with 1 million, I can do my plannings early. It's some things like, for example, if you want to go for a travel, would you buy a ticket the day before you want to go to the travel? No, right? You will definitely buy earlier. You will book the hotel earlier, buy the tickets earlier because you want to have a better planning on how you want the trip is, how you want the trip to be like. So planning is very important. So with 1 million, I can actually plan a better strategy plan for my business maybe. Yeah, but however, I will still do a business because this is where you can actually control the decision making and you can choose what kind of pressure you would like to face. Yeah.
What about you, Dibo? Will you silang 1 million into one stocks, or you will slowly, 10,000 a bit here and a bit there?
Perhaps I have very different answers for this. If let's say I'm 5 years ago, I'm probably gonna pick for that 10,000. The reason for it, I think, is pretty clear cut as well. Starting from this inflation and interest rate ideas or so whatsoever, let's put a simple idea of say 1 million you put into FDs and then 4% a year. and then that gives you like almost 40,000. Say 40,000 year wise, per month wise, you're not gonna get 10,000 anyway. So 10,000 right now at the moment, give it or take it. I'm gonna pick it that way. So because of that, value is slightly bigger. Yes, of course, in the future, the inflation might eat it up, but so what? I'm getting free 10,000 every month without doing anything though. So I might as well just go for it, and then I work as I like, I travel as I like, I do my business as I like. So that is the key point. If let's say 5 years ago, I'm going to take for 10,000. But of course, with current juncture, because right now at the moment, I do know how to do some investments, business, and so-called some planning, like Miyaki said. So I do think that, of course, if you take 1 million today, it's going to worth more as compared to taking a 10,000 forever, as long as you know how to manage and invest into it. For furthers that perhaps to think about the idea that you're gonna take 10,000, that is more, it's more suitable for the people that I would say rather you have different things to do and not to do investment rather. Then you can, like Risha said, easily control your spending and at the same time do whatever you like, some investment, some saving or whatsoever. For people that like Miyaki, a business owner, then 1 million can be a really strong capital for them. So yeah, it's a rather different answer, I would say.
I think it depends on which stage are you at and also your profession, right?
Depends on what stage you are in and also what kind of a goals do you want.
If you are going to retire soon, I think 1 million one-off will be much more better options, right? I mean, if you are on that stage.
Well, it really depends though. If you want to just spend less and then 10,000, you can straight away retire as well. Spending for 8,000 or 2,000 per month, depending on your own expenses living, and then you can go ahead.
Anyone have any different point of view? Anyone? Don't be shy.
I think everybody's answer it depends on our age.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, because currently, even as like me, I'm a student right now, so there are many things I'm inexperienced as. So first thing in my mind would not be inflation and everything else.
Yes.
So 10,000 a month also, I'm just getting it. That's without work.
Yep.
So yeah, my mindset is different.
I think your choice is very safe.
Yeah.
If you take 1 million, I think you won't be able to graduate. Yeah, you mentioned about overspending, and if you have 1 million, you just travel around the world. You don't have to go back to school.
So I can't limit myself to how much I can spend. With 10,000, at least I can limit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Miyaki is talking about 1 million would be a very good capital for her business. Then we are talking about 1 million would be a capital for investment. Yeah, totally different target.
The following up question will be, when we talk about financial freedoms, right? Then there will be a lot of narrative saying that you have to have a business or investments that are able to generate passive income. So the words passive income, is it really something that's real, or there aren't such thing as passive income? Example, like Tanel was right. So a lot of people say that, you invest, then you can get passive income without you doing anything. So is that real? Or, even Miyaki, like in business, right? So when you do this ABC business, you can help me to generate passive income. You sleep, money also will comes in. And for Rishans, right, for students, do you guys actually believe in such? I wouldn't say it's BS, but will you guys actually believe in these things?
Well, the term passive income, the first thing that comes to my mind is stocks, shares and everything, which a lot of people around me actually do those kind of things. So I would say a lot of people do believe it. Even me personally, I do believe it, but it's not without effort. Even when you do shares, you have to research on what this share is. Is it going to go up? Is it going to go down? You need proper research before you actually buy something. And you need constant monitoring. Like if it goes down suddenly, why is it going down? Is it the right time to sell? Is it the right time to buy? So I wouldn't say passive income is without effort. There are some things that you still need to put some effort in order to get some money.
There aren't passive income that is 100% passive.
In my opinion, no. There must be at least some effort into whatever income you're getting.
What about our Sifu here, Mr. Chen?
The question is, you mean passive income is a lie or is true?
Yes. Does it really exist?
Of course, it exists. That's what we are pursuing in stock market. But of course, passive income, there are a lot of different ways. Like I think that just now we didn't mention about rental income, business income, and like now, even we talk about content creator, we can get regular income from YouTube or other social media, but I'm not sure that can be considered as passive income or not, because once you stop uploading, then the income will be gone. But for stock market, there's an old story I would like to share. I read a book written by a famous local investor, called 𝗠់先生, and he mentioned when he was in primary school, and he saw that one of his classmates, his father is very free, every day come and pick up his son, pick up his classmate, and driving a very nice car. Then he start to question, what is my friend's father doing? Then he asked his friend, and his friend, his classmate told him, my father do nothing at home. So what does that mean, his father do nothing at home? Because his grandfather has a lot of palm oil company shares and passed to his father. His father is eating, enjoying dividend income from those famous plantation company. That's why he can do nothing at home and pick up the son every day. So I can visualize the way after you get your passive income in Malaysia, that's how it looks like.
Yep.
So I truly believe a passive income does exist.
Yes.
What about Miyake in the business perspective? Is there anything that really generates passive income?
Definitely yes, because passive income, it was that you don't need to work, but you can get the passive income. But however, it doesn't mean that it's the absence of work. There must be efforts behind it. For example, like I don't think that most of the people, they don't have a grandparents like they have a palm oils and everything, right? Yeah. But we are the ones that we're going to generate our own passive income, our own pool of it. So how are you going to do it? For example, even though if you want to buy a stock, invest in the stocks, you still need to do a lot of analysis. You need to monitor. All this is the effort as well. Yeah, so passive income is asset, but in the terms that you need to put on efforts on it. Just for examples, like my business, we're actually helping a lot of people to become entrepreneurs, because a lot of people, they want to have a passive income jobs in especially in this era, right? So what we're going to do is we actually generate programs, come up with a program where you can actually create your own perfume. At the same time, you can sell your perfume at our platforms. This is where you can actually get a passive income from that. Whenever the perfume is sold, then you will get income from there. But however, that doesn't mean that you only pay one time of the efforts when you just create a sense. No, you need to do word of mouth. You need to promote, right? But with a minimum capitals that you can actually do as an entrepreneur. This is where we're actually coming out with the ideas. So I believe passive income works, but however, it doesn't mean that it's the absence of works.
Yep.
Yeah.
So so for Deborah, since that you are a data analyst, so you analyze a lot of companies, right? So what sort of business model that you think passive income really works and it is sustainable?
That's a really good question. And to put it on top on Mr. Chen's talking about grandfather having plantation companies and everything, it's interesting that people are fond to this passive income idea a lot. Being said, because you don't have to do anything and then you can get extra income to spend on. But yes, that's for sure. In the investment world, we can do that. We can achieve that. And I would say it would be much easier as compared to having your own business, or even to do as a work or part-time as agent or whatsoever. Investment is the best way for you to get passive income. But the most important thing is you got to understand what kind of a business are you investing. So for example, like what Miyake mentioned about this perfume platform and everything, it's an interesting one where you as this industry player, you are able to generate some income. Maybe not so passive as in the sense that you don't have to do anything, but yes, slightly less effort as compared. Let's say put it this kind of a business model in that investment world, perhaps then it may not be a good one to get the passive income then. Because to have passive income in stock market, then you need to get a lot of dividends. And to say dividends, then the most important thing from these kind of companies is that you need to find the companies that are able to generate strong cash flow without doing much on their business. And to give some example in the stock market, there are quite some of it, like plantations, some manufacturing companies, some very stable kind of banking companies and all sorts. And the most important one then is REITs, almost like you are renting your own housing property to the fullest. So in the investment world, yes, it's easy to do for passive income. And like Risha said as well, but the most important thing is you have to do a lot of homework and effort. So I believe that the grandfather also did a lot of homework as well. Like before he got old, most likely he's gonna do a lot of this capital accumulation as well as understanding on the plantation business. Then on you can invest into it, get the dividends, and pass on to generations.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like since that we have like 3 generations people over here, right? I want to ask, like, what is the definitions of financial freedom for you guys? Because just now we mentioned that, you know, because different stages we have different kind of like definition for everything, right? So I think it's interesting to see, you know, how things change, you know, from one generation to another generation. So yeah, what is the real definition of financial freedom for different generations, right? Can we start with the youngest one first, Rishan?
So to me, financial freedom is the ability to buy whatever you want, do whatever you want. It's just basically you can make purchases without thinking of how much it is. That's what I think financial freedom is. You're able to go anywhere, do whatever you want without thinking, oh, this is expensive, oh, this is cheap. Just buy. That's, to me, is financial freedom.
But how much would that be?
How much would that be?
Yeah, to define, I mean, to put it in numbers. 10 millions, 100 millions?
Still don't think it's enough. I would say if you want to do whatever you want, you have to be in the billion areas.
Billion areas. So there's like a Trump.
B or me? M?
B.
B. Oh,
Because if you want to do whatever...
you want to buy a private jet, is it?
Because let's say, right, you want to fly also, to travel costs a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, so each place you travel to probably give or take 1 week, 10K, 10, 20K. So I would say if you want to do whatever you want, buy whatever you want, you must be in the billion range.
B range.
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe the second one, I don't know who is the second one, but can you?
I'm probably the younger, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, okay. I think, of course, from my perspective, then it's coming from the finance perspective in the sense that if you are able to generate passive income that is higher than your expenses, then that considered as financial freedom. Being said, you don't have to work hard to have extra income that able to cover up most of your expenses, then I'll consider that as financial freedom. So yeah, that's kind of like my own definition of financial freedom as well. So I'm not sure for this other generation then.
Okay. To me, I personally think that financially freedom is more on worry-free, where you don't need to count a single dollar cents that you spend, but you can buy whatever you want, do whatever you want, and you still have the quality of time with your families, with your friends, for yourself. Yeah, this is called financially freedoms. And however, to achieve this statement is not the absence of work, but it's more on planning. You plan in advance, you plan how you want to spend, what kind of life that you want. Because in every stage of our life, we have different requests, we have different needs. We even need to upgrade our living styles. Yeah, this is for sure. So planning is very important to achieve the financially freedoms. Yeah.
What about you, Mr. Chen?
Okay, financial freedom, this term is quite misleading. So that's why it will mislead the young generation, like you mentioned about, you can buy whatever you buy. It is not financial freedom, it's kind of wasting the money. You can try to waste whatever money. Okay, I will try to, because I'm the oldest one, I try to look back when I first meet this financial freedom term. I think it's because of a book called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I read this book 20 years ago, 20 years plus. And that was the first time the whole world talk about financial freedom. But after that, I don't know, you guys know about it or not. Financial freedom, I think it is abused by a lot of industry, especially some direct selling people try to persuade you, you want to be financial freedom or not, you come and join our business, this kind of thing. But after that, there's another word I think is more proper to describe what Debo and Miyake share about. It is called financial independence. Yeah, that's why we have financial independent and retire early. I think this is an upgrade version of the initial financial freedom were created by Robert Kiyosaki.
Robert Kiyosaki.
Yeah. So I think FIRE will be more modern way or fits the current world. So I will say financial independence is not so misleading. Financial independence is what you talk about. Your income your passive income can make you worry free. So I think this is what we should really look at in our financial planning.
Totally agree.
I think there's another questions that just pop up and just trigger me, right? So there are a lot of, especially youngsters, right, that do not want to work in the companies, right? Because social media, you know, I do live on TikTok every month. I can get like a few thousand. Why I want to, you know, stay at my office, right? So the questions over here is that should youngster actually directly run their business, maybe on their social medias or whatever, or they should actually get experience, you know, in a companies of at least from the society first before they lock themselves down in a room and doing only live, just to persuade, you know, the financial freedoms or to make money, right? So what is your point of view on this?
Well, in that case, I feel like it varies from, it's basically, it varies from person to person. It comes down to luck as well, because some people, they start from scratch, no experience whatsoever, yet they're able to be smart enough to bring themselves up in the industry.
Because the dad got plantation.
Except let's take off the anything to do with inheritance. Let's be out. Some people may start from scratch, but they are smart enough to know what they have to look into, what they have to research on how to improve their business and make a name for themselves within the industry. However, other people, they need the experience. They want to learn how the industry works first before they take the risk on spending a lot of money on themselves and doing their own business. I would say majority of people do think it is safer for them to work under a company rather than start their own business. But like you said, the current youngsters, a lot of them, because of social media, they'll be like, okay, maybe I have a chance to do it myself. Let me just try. I see other people doing, they get a lot of money. Why not I just do it myself? I can do it in my own room as well, nothing wrong with that. But reality is often different. It will sometimes comes to luck, sometimes comes to experience. It depends on your yin-chi, your luck, basically.
Yep.
Business owner, what do you think about this?
Okay, I personally think that actually both ways are fine because you learn different things from both ways. Like for example, based on my own personal experience, I actually started my own brand since I was in university. So that time is just a thought that okay, I would like to own my own brands because this is where I can control it, my quality of products, my income, my risk, and everything. I can plan according to what I want, how I want it to be, and since that, actually, my uncle, he actually owned a factory. So he actually wanted me to help him in his factory, but I rejected that because by that time, I'm just a small potato. I mean, I'm still a small potato now. But by that time, I lack of experience on how to handle a lot of things. So this is where I actually want to explore more opportunities from different companies to learn their systematic, to learn the way how they run the business. I think by the time I learn all this skills and techniques and skill up myself, right, when I go to the factory and help him, I think this will bring more benefits to his factory instead of I'm just there to learn. I'm supposed to be there to help, to build a business, to expand the business. It's not to learn from the ground. Yeah, I think both ways are fine. Whether you are starting with a business first or you want to go to a company and learn from there first. Because either way, of course, when you start your own business, you learn faster, right? But in a corporates, right, I could say that a lot of young entrepreneurs nowadays, they are lack of discipline, they are lack of systematic. And this is where a well-structured company, they have it. Yeah, so I think it's both ways are fine. It's just that what kind of goal you would like to achieve and where are you now? Yeah.
Dibo, anything before Sanjay answer?
I think Miyagi's viewpoint is very important, very interesting because yes, both way works fine. But I think because one thing that I'm thinking right now at the moment is that because the question is asking whether the youngsters should pursue their own business or whether to work with someone else when they are in pursuit of financial freedom, isn't it? So perhaps I would say for youngsters out there, it's important to put both things separately. Work is work and financial freedom is another objective of yours. The reason being, I would say in life, the most important thing that you can achieve is most likely to have a meaningful relationship as well as a meaningful work. So depends on what kind of work you are doing, whether it's entrepreneurs, investments, or doing some companies, management level, or whatsoever. As long as you feel achieving and also satisfied from there, and perhaps that is what you can achieve well in your work. Being said, then the financial freedom part comes with how you are able to save up your wealth and then also put up some good planning into that to get the returns from it. So I totally agree with Miyake's point, being said, no matter it's entrepreneurs or working under a company, it really depends on your situations. Some of the people, they may be independent and disciplined enough, then yes, entrepreneurs can be the one that you can pursue. And also you have to be more curious about the industry, then only you can keep on moving forwards, self-motivating. If you do not have that curiosity, or even you don't sure what kind of a industry or business you are going to do, then perhaps start from a company first. Hopefully that is the one that you like, not the bad company or bad boss or whatsoever. And from there, then start on with your work meaningfully. So I would say, yeah, both way works fine.
I strongly feel the time has changed. Like Miyake started her own brand when you were in university. So what I was doing in university 20 years ago, we can we can hardly have internet access. We not yet have 4G network. Even iPhone was not there yet. So you see the internet, that means definitely no social media. And like Vision now, you have choice, like going to the corporate world, or you can walk alone online. So it's very different. We don't have a choice. So when I graduated, I can only look for a job, going to the ordinary way. But after social media is here, a lot of things has changed. So for young people now, I think you can choose by yourself. You can choose to get your influencing power online. Actually, that's a way of creating trust. So after you created trust among your followers, then maybe they can support you in different way that you can generate your income. But of course, now you got internet power, you got AI power. I think individual people can do more online. You can influence more people. But in the end, you need to find a way to monetize. I don't want to directly mention that you monetize your followers, but do you have a product or your brand to convert the people that trust you to support you in a monetary way? So you still have to go back to the business world, the corporate world, to understand how the factory, how to do branding, but it's just not so old style like what we experience. I think now individual young people, you really need to be creative. You can find a lot of way online.
I also think that attitude is quite an important factor in this as well. Because some where I am right now, I've seen people where they're like, I want to start a business myself. I want to do it with this group of friends. But in the end, because some of them, they have different views. Some of them, they are not I wouldn't say hardworking. Their attitude towards that particular venture is not right. They are not disciplined enough. They don't do proper research. So they will immediately get the feeling, all right, I'll just give up. I'll just join something else.
Additionally, I think also because they are not hunger enough. Because they already, this is I can say like different generations games, right? Like for example, maybe their parents are rich. So they are not that hunger enough as in like maybe our grandparents kind of era. So that's why this makes their attitudes differently.
I think this one will be direct related to like Vision. So I mean, you're from Taylor, so our president is like, wow, this guy very rich one. Taylor's what I love, right? But you are in the entrepreneur's degree, right?
Yes.
So how do you look at this? Because I'm pretty sure that your classmates, right, most of them are pretty wealthy, and some of them is from one of the boss, from the listed company as well, right? So how do you guys see these things? Business, investing, how do you guys?
Well, like what Miyuki said just now, it will have I think family background has a very big influence on how a person will act towards business. I know some people, although their family background, yes, they are rich and everything, but they have a dream that they want to do that is separate from whatever their family is doing. They are actually working towards that. But a lot of people I know, especially in tailors, they tend to take their family background lightly. Because they are rich, they will just do whatever they want without proper they don't work hard enough, or they just do what they want.
No harm to feel.
Yeah, no harm to feel, basically. Even if they fail, their parents
They have backup.
yeah. Well, yeah.
Yes.
But there are a lot of people which I have seen really good promise, regardless of family background, whether your family is well off or rich or whatever. They have the right attitude to do things. So it will depend from person to person.